Welcome back. I hope you're doing great. As a part of this video, we'll understand what is regression testing. Regression testing is a type of testing where we'll validate or authenticate a code change in the software, which does not impact the existing functionality of the product. We'll understand a bit more on this. But why do we really need regression testing? Regression testing is needed to find out if you have any changes or updates in the code, whether those updates or changes have introduced any new defects in the existing code. It is done to ensure that the new code changes do not have any side effects on the existing functionalities. Let's take an example here. Assuming that you are working in an application development. If I ask you a question, will you have only one release of an application? Don't you think after the application is released, there would be some defects which you have to fix? That is when regression testing comes into picture. For example, you have released an application. Okay. So after releasing an application, you may find some defects in production. So you are going to fix the defects, assuming the defects are some 10 defects are there in the production. Going to fix them. Who will ensure that while fixing these defects, you have not impacted the existing functionality? That is when we will perform the regression testing. So regression testing will ensure any code fix and the new releases wouldn't impact the existing functionality, wouldn't break the existing functionality. Why do we really need to do regression testing? The first and foremost thing is when you are performing the regression testing, it will definitely ensure improvement in the quality. Means you may assume the code fix haven't introduced any defects, but if there is any defect, then it will definitely impact the image of an application or a product in production. So by performing the regression testing, we're ensuring there is a quality. And by performing the regression testing, we'll also kind of ease the analysis. So in case if you don't perform the regression testing, what happens is you may end up finding the defect later or in a production. That may take a lot of time and effort and cost to fix it. So by performing the regression testing, you are saving a cost. And also you can perform a freehand combined testing. When I say combined testing, it means we are talking about combining any kinds of a testing. It can be unit testing, it can be system. It's a combination of all the tests can be included as a part of the regression testing. Often we confuse regression testing with the retesting. Let us try to understand the differences between regression testing and retesting. In case of regression testing, it is performed to make sure the code changes have not affected the existing features. On the other hand, in the retesting, we'll make sure that the test cases which failed earlier are passed after the defects are fixed. Means the developer has fixed that particular defect, whether that is working fine or not. That is done by retesting. In case of regression testing, we'll ensure that there are no unexpected side effects. Retesting is only testing the original defect. Regression testing is a generic testing. On the other hand, retesting is a planned testing. You are planning to test the fixed defects. In case of regression testing, we do test the past test cases as well to confirm whether they're working fine or not. In case of retesting, we are only testing failed test cases for which we have raised the defect and developers have fixed it. Defect verification won't fall under regression testing. Defect verification falls under retesting. Means as a part of retesting, you are validating the defect. But as a part of the regression testing, you are not validating the defects. Thank you.